What if the answer to the nature versus nurture debate is that one isn't more important than the other? Hi, I'm Christel Oosthuizen, and today we are going to discuss whether epigenetics is the hidden key to understanding health and insurance risk. What if both nature, the genetics that people inherit, as well as nurture, the environmental influences that accumulate over your lifetime, will influence your health outcomes and insurance risk? This is where epigenetics comes in, a field of science that has the potential to disrupt the life insurance industry. But before we understand how epigenetics works and why it's relevant to your health and insurance risk, let's start with the basics. And that means looking at genetics. Simply put, genetics is the study of heredity, qualities or traits passed on from parents to children because of changes in the DNA sequence. So, how does epigenetics contribute? Epi comes from the Greek word meaning above. So epigenetics refers to anything above the level of a gene. Whereas our genetics or DNA is static, meaning that it doesn't change over the course of our lives, our epigenetics can change. And epigenetic changes are reversible. We know through years of scientific research that behavioral and environmental factors such as diet, exercise or sleep, and drinking and smoking habits, etc., will influence the epigenetics on top of your genes or affect the way your genes work. So, how can life insurers use epigenetics? To explain some of the benefits of using epigenetics in the life insurance industry, let's make use of Popeye, a pugnacious, wisecracking cartoon sailor who possesses superhuman strength after ingesting an always handy can of spinach, as an example of someone that decided to take out life insurance. At the application stage, the insurer will send Popeye an epigenetic testing kit, which he can use to collect a saliva sample and send this back to the insurer or a lab for testing. The insurer will make use of this to determine his biological age, which is basically your body's way of telling the truth when your birthday starts lying. You might be 45 on paper, but your cells might be throwing a retirement party. Or, if you're lucky, still be in their rebellious 20s. This implies that your biological age might be different from your chronological age. For instance, if Popeye smokes, this might accelerate his biological age, but his healthy, spinach-rich diet might decelerate it. Epigenetic tests can accurately measure long-term smoking exposure, aiding in assessing health risks associated with cumulative smoking exposure and preventing adverse selection, where individuals intentionally withhold information about their increased smoking risk to gain financial advantage during the underwriting process. What this means for Popeye is that even if he claims to be a non-smoker, his epigenetic markers will reveal the truth about his past exposure to tobacco, giving the insurer a clear picture of his increased health risk. This will help to improve the accuracy of underwriting. Epigenetic tests can help life insurers to charge premiums that reflect Popeye's biological age instead of his chronological age. His favorable epigenetic markers in terms of his healthy diet might lead to lower premiums, but his higher risk epigenetic markers in terms of his smoking status might lead to higher premiums. Let's suppose Popeye makes positive lifestyle changes. He quits smoking, he exercises more, and he continues eating well. A follow-up epigenetic test shows that his biological age increased at a slower rate than his chronological age, indicating improved health. As a result, the life insurer reduces his premiums and also provides a rebate for some of the premiums that he paid over the last year. This incentivizes Popeye to maintain his healthy lifestyle. The above scenario demonstrates that the utilization of epigenetics in the life insurance industry benefits both the life insurer and the policyholders. It enables the life insurer to enhance the accuracy of underwriting, pricing, and managing insurance risk, leading to a reduction in claims burdens and associated costs. Simultaneously, policyholders benefit from improved health outcomes, leading to a reduction in insurance premiums. So, it turns out you can't blame everything on your genetics. Some of it actually is your fault. But the good news? Epigenetics suggests that you can actually do something about it, and maybe even get a discount while you're at it.